I've had these bookshelves behind me for a couple years now and they've treated me very well and I've loved them a lot, but I just don't feel like they fit this space anymore. The cool toned wood doesn't really fit with the orange paint in the background. I'm just ready for something fresh and new. I've done a lot of Pinterest searching and this is the kind of inspo I'm going for. So I'm gonna take you along on the journey of building these semi-custom shelves for myself. Step one of the process is figuring out how much shelf I actually need. So how I went about that part was actually going through and counting the books on each shelf and then measuring the overall width they take up. And once I had that, I was able to list it out on this little diagram here that you see, where I have the books on each shelf and how much width they are taking up. You can also see that I have those like X'd out shelves that are full of stuff that I'm not gonna be moving onto new shelves, so that space isn't counting. But overall, I have 335 books, plus one I'm reading right now, so actually 336, and an overall width of 387.5 inches, giving my average book width 1.16 inches. The other thing I need to figure out for this project is how much weight these shelves are going to have to hold up. So I'm going to take a random sample of my books and weigh those because I don't want to individually weigh all 336 books. And the way I'm going to go about that is to use a random number generator to get a random sample of 1 through 336 books. For 40 of the books, I don't know if I mentioned that, is going to be my sample size, and that sample size of 40 should give me a 95% interval or 95% confidence level with a margin of error of about 15%. So the plan was to use the random number generator function in Google Sheets to get my random samples, but as it turns out, anytime you try to like type anything in a new cell, it changes everything. So I think what we're gonna do is let it just keep changing for now. And then we're just gonna grab this and copy and paste as values only. And then this will be our sample now. And then we'll delete this column. These are gonna be our samples that I will be picking. So join me in part 2 to watch me weigh a bunch of books and do more math.